All right, Gemini, this is going to be the second message that I've actually done for you. I did one yesterday, but I was so tired in it. Like, I did it right after I got back from the dentist, and I did Aries and Taurus message, but I was like falling asleep in it. I'm not even kidding. Like, my eyes were so like unnaturally tired. It was almost like, well, I did get a B12 shot yesterday. I have to get B12 shots because I'm vegetarian, so that could sometimes it takes a minute to kind of like I'll have this peak of energy and then I'll just crash. But anyway, some of you may be deficient in B12, or you may need to supplement if you're a vegetarian for sure. Something to do with B12 here, because something made me bring it up. But anyway, I have a doctor's appointment again. I'm just trying to stay on top of everything. But the message I'm getting, oh my God, I heard a song right when I started this video. It was, I like the way you do the things you do. That's it. The way you smile so bright, you know you could have been the candle. Something like that. The way you do the things you do. And I mean, it's very self-explanatory. That's your message today. I'm going to go with it. Somebody here loves how you do you. Vice versa, you could be admiring somebody for how they are. You just love it. You love their technique. You love their style. It could be physically. It could be the way that they just do life. The way they do them. You know, you admire somebody. This could be anyone, though. It could be someone you actually know in the physical. Somebody at work. Someone that you are cool with, friends with. Or it's just like an inspiration to you, a motivator, a motivation. Maybe it's a celebrity. Or, man, I just like the way they do the things I do. I like who they are. Some of you, it could be like a celeb. I like their physical presence. I like what they believe in, what they stand for. I like how they hold themselves. I like their confidence. I like their structure. I like how they own their shit, how they own it. That's what I'm hearing, how they own who they are. You know what I feel like it is? Somebody here is thinking, I have respect for this person. Somebody either really respects you or you really respect someone. You love how they do what they do. Let's look up the lyrics a little bit. I like the way you do. Oh, you're going to hear my grand doggy barking in the background too. She misses my daughter. It's sung by UB40. UB40. Is somebody 40 here? A little over 40 maybe? UB40. That's cool. I like the way you do the things you do. You got a smile so bright, you know you could have been a candle. I'm holding you so tight, you know you could have been a handle. Oh, I've channeled this song before. The way you sweep me off my feet, you know you could have been a broom. And you smell so sweet, you know you could have been some perfume. Basically, someone really believes in you here, vice versa. It's like the idea of you could be literally anything you wanted. I hope you know that. Maybe even someone thinks you don't even see everything that you could be. Maybe they know you're confident or something, but it's like, do you even know you could have probably done anything on this planet? Anything at all. Or you could, right now, you could currently be anything, do anything, be anyone, anything. You could have any profession. You're like a chameleon of types. Anywhere you go, you could fit in because you're being yourself. You adapt well to change. You adapt to situations, even if situations don't want to adapt to you. Anytime you walk into a room, you're that bright, which also means you probably have a lot of haters. You probably have a fair amount of haters, at least, or as many people that really love you as many people that don't like you because you're a threat. You know why you're a threat? Or vice versa, why somebody that you admire, you care about, you love, you like the way they do things to do is a threat, is because they don't care what people think. You don't care what people think. You're confident and comfortable in your own skin. It doesn't mean you don't have, I'm hearing body dysmorphia. It doesn't mean they don't have that. It doesn't mean you don't have moments where it's like, am I really, am I doing okay? Am I really doing life okay, God? Am I good down here? Really okay? You know, it doesn't mean that somebody doesn't have moments where they get depressed and sad and need a little pick me up or a pep talk or a pep in their step. You know, need a little kick in the pants. Well, I don't talk like that. A kick in the pants. That's like an older saying here. Maybe it's just somebody here. This could even be someone who's a little bit older than someone, and they're admiring the younger person, thinking, wow, like, you mesmerize me. I get mesmerized here. It's like the way you handle life, the way you handled that situation back there. the way you handle yourself, and you just really grab the bull by the horns, don't you? Dang, it's like I just really love this. It almost reminds me a little bit of a dominatrix, I'm not gonna lie. If this is someone admiring a woman, they think the woman here is very confident in her own skin, almost like she's like whoosh. I saw a recent episode on Soft White Underbelly. If you've not watched that guy, I talk about him not too often, but sometimes. He's got a channel here on YouTube, I cannot talk, called Soft White Underbelly. Someone also talks really fast here. This person could talk really fast, or you talk really fast. Somebody does. Anyway, in the episode, I believe, I don't know if you'd call her a dominatrix, but she's like a dominant. I don't understand that world. It's not really my world, but to each their own, I guess. I mean, especially if it's consensual and there's no harm in it, like you're not harming anyone. But she was wearing like all leather, which I would think is tight, you know, like she was very well poised and very well spoken, as far as she knew what she stands for. She knows what she believes in, and she definitely ain't gonna let somebody push her around. Like, not gonna happen. If anything, she'll push them around. She's not gonna let anybody make her a bitch. They'll be her bitch before she makes it. You know, she's just very in control. And I mean, she even had a man attached to a leash. Hey, look, he agreed to it. And she said in the video that he had been her like sub for, I mean, maybe this is like a kink. Some of you could be really into kink. I don't know. I don't know why I'm picking up on it. No judgment. Hey, like I said, if it's consensual. But maybe there's like a masculine here who's even going to come out with like some sort of fantasy later. Like they're really into a woman who maybe even isn't in that role, but they're thinking, I want to introduce you, or like introduce you to some sort of dominant role. Like, do you realize that you could make a lot of money being a dominatrix? It's not for everybody. But it's like, because you're really good at like, you know, like, and there would be so many people who would love to be like I'm hearing slave. I don't want to get into that because I don't know anything about that world, and I don't want to, but I'm picking up on it. Anyway, let's veer away from that a little bit. But some of you may be approached with that in the near future. Or some of you are thinking about approaching another with that, or you've thought that in your mind, like, that's so hot. I love it. I would love you to tell me what to do. I'd love you vice versa. I'd love you to whoosh, spank me, whip me, you know, tell me to go do whatever for you. I would love to do that for you. And it's like, really? How are there women out there that find people like that? Like, really? You would like to go make me food? You would like to literally wait on me hand and foot and spoil me rotten? Like, I thought that was only existed back in the day, like in the kings and queens times. What? People do this willingly? I don't know why I'm getting this. Like, people do this willingly. Yeah. They willingly consent to 100% taking care of you. Now, that's not everybody's thing. I'm not saying it's even your thing, but I'm getting it, and I can't not get it because it's what I'm getting. Now, if this is not what someone's going to actually do or request from you or vice versa, it's what someone's been thinking, like, damn, you're just that type of person. Like, you demand respect when you walk into a room. Doesn't mean you also won't give people respect, but you also know so much of what you believe and your truth and who you are that you're not a person who's going to let anybody run over you. Period. Like, I think your message should be called period. Like, it just is what it is. Period. You know, like when you hear somebody say something and they make a statement, like, we're not going to do this. I'll tell you one thing we're not going to do is XYZ. This, dot, dot, dot. And then another person answers or replies as in period. 100% truth. Yes. She owns that shit. She owns that room. You own that shit. You own that room. He owns that shit. He owns that room. It's a very dominant character. I feel it's a feminine. This is someone who's like, look, I'm not forcing you to do anything. You stay on your side of the fence. I'll stay on mine. If you want to come over here, then we'll handle the situation accordingly. But know that in my yard, we have a certain set of rules. And if you don't like that, that's fine. No one's twisting your arm. No one's begging you to stare over my fence. If you don't like it, stay on your side. Otherwise, you're going to get handled. It's kinky. It's kinky. Even without the kink. Like, this could be someone who don't even have sex. You may be celibate. Vice versa. I'm not saying I get that a lot for a lot of people here. In fact, the majority know. But some of you, somebody's celibate here. But you would never know by how, like, I mean, like... See, this is really interesting. I feel like I could go on this message forever, but I can't. I have a doctor's appointment. In fact, got 36 seconds. I have a little bit of extra time. I'm not even saying, I don't know how to go with this. I don't know how to go further with this message. It's just interesting. Like, I feel like this is someone, even though I don't even understand that world, like, let's talk about the video just for a second. I really enjoyed, I didn't finish watching the video, but I enjoyed listening to her because she was well-spoken and she just knew who she was. You know what I mean? Like, she just really knew who she was. And she's smarter than a lot of people I've heard, you know, even myself. I was like, wow, she is very, what's astute? I'm hearing astute. Not everybody's cup of tea, I'll tell you that. Let me go ahead and make sure I throw that out there. She's probably not everybody's cup of tea, but she, the people who she is their cup of tea, they highly respect her. I mean, I'm talking, this man sat on the floor, and she even was like, go ahead and lay down on the floor. He laid down on the floor. I mean, he did what she said. Consensually, you know, he had respect for her. That's crazy. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. How, it's not nothing, if it's consensual and with adults, you know, I guess it's fine. I don't even understand it. It's never been my thing, but I'm not saying it wouldn't be. I'm just saying it's interesting, and I'm picking up on it here. Like, wow. Okay. What's astute mean? Astute meaning.
According to Merriam-Webster, astute, adjective, astute stud, a, having or showing understanding and the skill to make good choices or decisions, wise, shrewd.
Yeah, she's very astute, 100%. That's exactly what I got. And that's what someone's thinking about you. Like, I like the way you do the things you do. Well, you could have been anything that you wanted to. I'm off tune, but all right, I'm gonna go. I'm getting tired again, and I don't want to wear myself out. I have a lot to do today. But that's interesting. So somebody holds you in high regard and really respects you, vice versa, the same, and almost is in a way like, crack that whip, baby. All right, guys. Love you so much. Talk to you later. Bye.